Jesus, may I ask you something without pretending to be grateful, strong, or faithful?
Pride, you may speak honestly.
Even if what I say sounds disrespectful.
Pride, honest pain is not disrespectful, speak.
Why does it feel as though everyone else is moving forward while I remain trapped in the same place? I see people receiving opportunities I prayed for. They are finding love, building families, earning money, buying homes, and discovering their purpose. Meanwhile, I wake up every morning and face the same problems. I pray. I work. I try to remain hopeful. But nothing changes. What am I doing wrong?
Pride. Why have you decided that delay must be punishment?
Because what else could it be? If I were doing the right things, surely my life would look different by now.
Pride. You believe a good life should always be immediate evidence of good behavior.
Is that unreasonable?
Pride. It is understandable, but life is not a machine into which you insert good actions and immediately receive desired outcomes. Pride. You can act with kindness and still be misunderstood. Pride. You can work faithfully and still experience delay. Pride. You can love sincerely and still be rejected. Pride. You can pray deeply and still pass through a season that does not make sense.
Then what is the point of doing what is right?
Pride. Do you only want to become good if goodness guarantees comfort?
I do not know. Maybe I am tired of being told to be patient, while people who lie, manipulate, and hurt others seem to succeed.
Pride. You are judging the entire story by the page currently visible to you.
But some of them really are winning.
Pride. They may be receiving what you desire. Pride. That does not mean they possess what your soul needs. Pride. Success can be visible while peace remains absent. Pride. A person can appear powerful and still be controlled by fear. Pride. A person can appear loved and still feel unknown. Pride. A person can own many things and still belong completely to their own emptiness.
That sounds like something people say when they do not have what successful people have.
Pride. Then tell me what success means to you.
Freedom. Enough money to stop worrying. A family that loves me. Work that matters. Respect from others. The ability to wake up without feeling ashamed of where I am.
Pride. Those desires are not wrong. Pride. But you have placed them together and called them one destination. Pride. Money may reduce certain worries, but it cannot heal every fear. Pride. A family can offer love, but it cannot become the entire foundation of your identity. Pride. Meaningful work can give direction, but it cannot carry the full weight of your worth. Pride. Respect can be valuable, but if you depend on it completely, you will become a servant of public opinion.
Then am I not supposed to want anything?
Pride. You may desire good things. Pride. But desire becomes dangerous when you begin saying, "Until I receive this, my life has no value."
That is exactly how I feel. I feel as though my real life has not started yet.
Pride. Your real life is happening now.
This cannot be it.
Pride. Why not?
Because I am still waiting.
Pride. Waiting is also part of life.
It does not feel like living. It feels like standing in a hallway while every door remains locked.
Pride. And what have you been doing in the hallway?
Knocking. Begging. Comparing myself with people who were allowed inside. Wondering whether I missed the door meant for me.
Pride. Have you looked behind you?
What do you mean?
Pride. You have been staring at closed doors so intensely that you have ignored the people standing beside you, the responsibilities already placed in your hands, and the smaller openings you considered unimportant.
I do not want a smaller opening. I want the life I prayed for.
Pride. Perhaps the smaller opening is the beginning of that life.
Or perhaps it is another disappointment disguised as an opportunity.
Pride. You are protecting yourself from disappointment by rejecting possibilities before they can develop.
I have been disappointed too many times.
Pride, yes. Pride. And now disappointment has become your advisor.
At least disappointment is honest. It tells me not to expect too much.
Pride, it also tells you not to try. Pride. It tells you that every new person will leave. Pride, every opportunity will fail. Pride. Every act of courage will end in embarrassment. Pride. Every moment of hope is merely the beginning of another wound. Pride. Is that honesty, or is it fear pretending to be wisdom?
How can I tell the difference?
Pride. Wisdom recognizes risk and still allows movement. Pride. Fear recognizes risk and demands paralysis. Pride. Wisdom says walk carefully. Pride. Fear says never walk again.
Maybe I am afraid.
Pride. What are you afraid of most?
That I will spend my whole life trying and still become nothing.
Pride. Nothing?
Someone forgettable. Someone who never did anything important. Someone whose dreams slowly died while he pretended to be content.
Pride. You are not afraid of becoming nothing. Pride. You are afraid of not being admired.
That is harsh.
Pride. Is it untrue?
I want my life to matter.
Pride. And you have confused mattering with being noticed.
What is the difference?
Pride. Many important acts are never publicly celebrated. Pride. A father who remains patient with his frightened child may never be applauded. Pride. A woman who cares for an aging parent may never receive recognition. Pride. A friend who answers a late-night call may never understand that the conversation saved a life. Pride. A worker who behaves honestly when dishonesty would be easier may never become famous. Pride. Yet each of these lives matters.
But I want to accomplish something bigger.
Pride. Then become faithful in smaller things.
People always say that.
Pride. Because you want a large assignment while resenting the ordinary disciplines required to carry it. Pride. You want influence without patience. Pride. Responsibility without preparation. Pride. Recognition without years of invisible work. Pride. You want the mountain while refusing to respect the path.
I have worked hard.
Pride. You have worked intensely at times. Pride. That is not always the same as working consistently.
So now you are saying this is my fault.
Pride. I am asking you to separate what is outside your control from what remains within it. Pride. You cannot control every outcome. Pride. You cannot force people to choose you. Pride. You cannot command every door to open. Pride. But you can examine your habits. Pride. You can become more disciplined. Pride. You can ask for help. Pride. You can learn from criticism without allowing it to destroy you. Pride. You can stop using pain as permission to neglect your own life.
I did not neglect my life. I was trying to survive.
Pride. For a season, yes. Pride. Survival required most of your strength. Pride. But a survival habit can remain after the danger has passed. Pride. You are still living as though the next disaster is always approaching.
Because it usually is.
Pride. That belief has made you suspicious of peace. Pride. Whenever something good happens, you immediately imagine how it could be taken away. Pride. Whenever someone loves you, you search for evidence that they will leave. Pride. Whenever you make progress, you prepare yourself for failure. Pride. You call it being realistic. Pride. But you are rehearsing grief before grief has arrived.
I do not know how to stop.
Pride. Begin by noticing when your mind leaves the present moment. Pride. Ask yourself, is this happening now, or am I suffering from an imagined future?
What if the imagined future becomes real?
Pride. Then you will face it with the strength available at that time. Pride. You do not gain strength by experiencing a tragedy 100 times inside your mind before it occurs. Pride. You only exhaust yourself before the real challenge begins.
You make it sound as though I choose anxiety.
Pride. Not every anxious thought is chosen. Pride. But you can choose how you respond when it appears. Pride. You can feed it. Pride. Argue with it. Pride. Obey it. Pride. Or observe it without giving it authority.
How do I observe a thought without obeying it?
Pride. You say, I notice that I am afraid. Fear is present, but fear is not my master. Pride. Then return to what is true in this moment. Pride. Your feet are on the ground. Pride. You are breathing. Pride. You have survived days you once believed would destroy you. Pride. There is still work you can do. Pride. There are still people you can love. Pride. There are still decisions available to you.
But some days I do not feel strong enough to make another decision.
Pride. Then reduce the size of the decision.
What does that mean?
Pride. Do not ask, how will I repair my entire life? Pride. Ask, what is the next honest thing I can do? Pride. Perhaps it is getting out of bed. Pride. Perhaps it is taking a shower. Pride. Perhaps it is answering one message. Pride. Perhaps it is admitting that you need professional support. Pride. Perhaps it is opening the document you have avoided. Pride. Perhaps it is apologizing. Pride. Perhaps it is resting without calling yourself lazy.
I always feel guilty when I rest.
Pride. Because you believe rest must be earned through exhaustion.
Is that wrong?
Pride. Rest is part of responsible living. Pride. Avoidance pretends to rest while creating more chaos. Pride. True rest restores you so that you can return with greater clarity.
I have difficulty knowing the difference.
Pride. After healthy rest, you are more able to engage with life. Pride. After avoidance, you feel more afraid of returning to it.
Then I have been avoiding a great deal.
Pride. What have you been avoiding?
My finances, my health, a conversation with my brother, the possibility that my career may not become what I imagined, the fact that the woman I loved is not coming back, and the anger I feel toward you.
Pride. Let us begin with the anger.
I thought anger toward God was sinful.
Pride. Dishonest worship is not more faithful than honest anger. Pride. Tell me what you believe I did to you.
I believe you watched me lose everything and did nothing. I believe you knew how much I loved her, yet you allowed her to choose someone else. I believe you saw me work for years, only to watch less qualified people move ahead. I believe you heard my mother praying for healing, yet she continued suffering. I believe you gave me dreams and then placed obstacles in front of every one of them. Sometimes I think you created hope only to watch me become disappointed.
Pride. Do you believe I enjoy your pain?
I do not know what to believe.
Pride. Then do not pretend certainty. Pride. But do not mistake what you cannot understand for cruelty.
How else should I interpret unanswered prayer?
Pride. First, you must stop calling every prayer unanswered merely because the answer was not yes.
So you are saying no was the answer?
Pride. Sometimes. Pride. Sometimes the answer was wait. Pride. Sometimes circumstances involved the freedom and decisions of other people. Pride. Sometimes what you requested would not have produced the life you imagined. Pride. Sometimes the answer began quietly, but you rejected it because it did not look dramatic enough. Pride. And sometimes there are mysteries that cannot be made emotionally satisfying through a simple explanation.
That last answer sounds like an escape.
Pride. It would be an escape if I used mystery to silence your questions. Pride. I am not asking you to stop asking. Pride. I am asking you to accept that human understanding has limits. Pride. You can understand many reasons for suffering and still encounter pain that resists explanation.
Then what am I supposed to do with pain that has no explanation?
Pride. Do not force it to become a lesson too quickly. Pride. Some wounds first need to be grieved.
People told me everything happens for a reason.
Pride. People often say that because silence makes them uncomfortable. Pride. They want to place a sentence over pain and call it healed. Pride. But a grieving person does not always need an explanation. Pride. Sometimes they need someone willing to remain beside them when no explanation is enough.
Were you beside me when my mother was sick?
Pride. Yes.
I did not feel you.
Pride. I was present in the friend who brought food. Pride. In the nurse who treated her gently. Pride. In the relative who sat with you when you could no longer speak. Pride. In the strength that allowed you to keep caring, even when your heart was breaking.
Why did you not heal her?
Pride. I will not insult your grief with an easy answer.
Then you do not have one.
Pride. I have answers beyond what you can presently see. But I know that giving you a theological explanation will not return the moments you lost. Pride. Your question is not only, why was she not healed? Pride. Your heart is asking, did her life matter? Was her suffering seen? Is love stronger than death?
And is it?
Pride. Yes.
How can you say that when death takes everyone?
Pride. Death ends physical presence, but it does not make love meaningless. Pride. Your mother's voice still influences the way you speak. Pride. Her sacrifices remain inside the opportunities you received. Pride. Her kindness continues whenever you repeat what she taught you. Pride. Love leaves evidence that death cannot erase.
But I still miss her.
Pride. Missing her is not a failure of faith. Pride. Grief is love learning to exist without the familiar presence of the person it loves.
Will grief ever leave?
Pride. It will change. Pride. At first grief enters every room before you. Pride. Later it becomes quieter. Pride. It may return unexpectedly through a song, a smell, a date, or a sentence. Pride. But eventually the memory can bring gratitude alongside pain.
I feel guilty whenever I experience happiness without her.
Pride. Why?
Because she cannot experience it.
Pride. Do you believe her love would demand that your life stop because hers ended?
No. She wanted me to be happy.
Pride. Then receiving joy is not betraying her. Pride. It is honoring the love that wanted life for you.
I wish I had told her more often what she meant to me.
Pride. Regret often becomes loud when time can no longer be changed.
How do I forgive myself?
Pride. By acknowledging what you wish you had done differently, without pretending that you never loved her. Pride. You were human. Pride. You became distracted. Pride. You assumed there would be more time. Pride. Learn from that. Pride. Say what matters while people can still hear you. Pride. Do not turn one regret into a lifetime of self-punishment.
There are many people I should speak to.
Pride. Then speak.
What if it becomes uncomfortable?
Pride. Many necessary conversations are uncomfortable. Pride. Comfort is not always confirmation that you are doing the right thing.
My brother and I have not spoken properly in 2 years.
Pride. Why?
After our mother became sick, we argued about money and responsibility. I believed I was doing more. He believed I judged everything he did. We both said cruel things. Now whenever his name appears on my phone, I ignore it.
Pride. Do you want peace or do you want to win the argument?
I want him to admit that he was wrong.
Pride. That was not the question.
I want peace.
Pride. Then begin with your part.
Why should I apologize first when he hurt me too?
Pride. Apologizing first does not mean you were the only one who caused harm. Pride. It means you are no longer allowing pride to decide the future of the relationship.
What should I say?
Pride. Say, I have been thinking about the way I spoke to you. I was hurt and exhausted, but that does not excuse the things I said. I am sorry for judging you and shutting you out.
What if he does not apologize?
Pride. Then your honesty remains honest. Pride. You cannot control whether another person becomes ready for reconciliation. Pride. You can only stop adding your own resistance to the distance between you.
And if he attacks me again?
Pride. Forgiveness does not require the absence of boundaries. Pride. You can speak gently and still end a harmful conversation. Pride. You can remain compassionate without giving someone unlimited access to wound you.
I was taught that loving people means tolerating everything.
Pride love does not celebrate abuse. Pride love seeks what is true and good. Pride sometimes love remains near. Pride sometimes love creates distance. Pride sometimes love offers another opportunity. Pride sometimes love says this behavior cannot continue. Pride. A boundary is not revenge when its purpose is protection rather than punishment.
I think I have confused kindness with weakness.
Pride. Many people do. Pride. True kindness requires courage because it refuses both cruelty and cowardice.
I have another question. Why do I keep returning to people who have already shown me that they do not value me?
Pride. Because rejection created a wound, and you believe being chosen by the person who rejected you will heal it.
Would it not?
Pride. It might temporarily silence the wound. Pride. But if your worth depends on their choice, you will remain afraid that they can withdraw it again.
Then how do I stop wanting their approval?
Pride. You stop treating approval as proof of value.
That is easy to say.
Pride. Then let us make it practical. Pride. When you feel the urge to contact someone who repeatedly dishonored you, ask what you truly need in that moment. Pride. Do you need connection? Pride. Reassurance. Pride. Comfort. Pride. Distraction. Pride. Then seek a healthy way to meet the real need instead of returning to the person associated with the wound.
Sometimes I only want them to know that I am doing well.
Pride. Then your healing is still performing for the person who hurt you.
I imagine becoming successful and making everyone regret doubting me.
Pride. Revenge can wear the clothing of ambition.
Is ambition wrong?
Pride. No. Pride. But ask what is feeding it. Pride. Do you want to build because you love the work, wish to serve, and want to use your abilities well? Pride. Or do you want to stand above people who once made you feel small? Pride. The same achievement can grow from very different roots.
What if both are true?
Pride. Then be honest about both. Pride. Do not wait until every motive is perfect before acting. Pride. But continue allowing your motives to be corrected as you grow.
How do I know whether I am following my purpose?
Pride. You expect purpose to feel like one dramatic discovery. Pride. Often purpose is revealed through repeated responsibility. Pride. Pay attention to the problems that awaken compassion in you. Pride. Notice the work you can continue doing even when applause disappears. Pride. Recognize the abilities that become stronger through practice. Pride. Listen to wise people who see strengths you overlook. Pride. And remain willing to serve before you are recognized as a leader.
What if I choose the wrong path?
Pride. You have made choice into a prison because you believe one imperfect decision will destroy your entire future. Pride. Many paths can teach you. Pride. Many skills can transfer. Pride. Many wrong turns can be corrected. Pride. Direction matters, but you do not need complete certainty before taking a responsible step.
I keep waiting to feel ready.
Pride. Readiness often arrives after movement begins.
So I should act even while afraid.
Pride. Courage is not a feeling that always appears before action. Pride. Sometimes courage is what you call the action taken while fear is still present.
What should I do tomorrow?
Pride. What have you been postponing?
Applying for a position that feels beyond my ability. Calling my brother. Creating a budget. Returning to exercise. Deleting messages I keep reading from the relationship that ended.
Pride. Choose 3.
Why not all of them?
Pride. Because you often create an impossible plan, fail to complete it perfectly, and then use that failure as evidence that you cannot change. Pride. Choose 3 realistic actions.
I will call my brother. I will create the budget. And I will submit the application.
Pride. Good.
What about the messages?
Pride. When you are ready, remove what repeatedly invites you back into a place you have decided to leave.
I am afraid that deleting them will make everything final.
Pride. The relationship has already ended. Pride. The messages only allow you to revisit a version of it that no longer exists.
That hurts.
Pride. Truth sometimes hurts before it releases.
Will I love someone again?
Pride. Yes, if you do not build an altar to the person who left.
What does that mean?
Pride. Do not make the past relationship so sacred that every future person must compete with a memory. Pride. Memories are selective. Pride. They often preserve the beautiful moments and soften the reasons something ended.
What should I look for in the future?
Pride. Look for honesty, emotional responsibility, consistency, humility, and kindness that remains present when circumstances become inconvenient. Pride. Do not be hypnotized only by intensity. Pride. Intensity can feel like connection while lacking stability.
I thought strong feelings meant true love.
Pride. Strong feelings can begin love. Pride. They cannot sustain it alone. Pride. Lasting love needs truth, patience, sacrifice, communication, boundaries, and the willingness to repair after conflict.
What if no one chooses me?
Pride. You are returning to the same fear.
Because it is still there.
Pride. Then let it speak completely.
I am afraid I will grow older alone. I am afraid people will look at my life and think I failed. I am afraid I will never become financially secure. I am afraid my best years have already passed. I am afraid I wasted too much time. And I am afraid that even after this conversation, I will return home and become the same person again.
Pride. Change is not proven by how inspired you feel during a conversation. Pride. It is proven through what you repeatedly choose afterward. Pride. You may return to old habits. Pride. You may have difficult days. Pride. You may need to begin again many times. Pride. Beginning again does not erase progress.
How many times will you allow me to begin again?
Pride. As many times as you return honestly. Pride. Grace is not permission to remain unchanged. Pride. It is the invitation to rise without believing that failure has become your identity.
Do you still believe in me?
Pride. I know what can grow inside a life surrendered to truth.
Even after all the time I wasted.
Pride. You are still alive. Pride. Therefore time remains. Pride. Do not spend the time that remains mourning every hour already gone.
I wish I had understood this 10 years ago.
Pride. 10 years from now you may wish you had acted today.
Then today matters.
Pride. Today is the only place where your next decision can be made.
Jesus, will my life become easier after this?
Pride. Not always. Pride. But you can become more honest, grounded, disciplined, compassionate, and courageous. Pride. A meaningful life is not necessarily an easy life.
Will I receive everything I pray for?
Pride. No.
Will I understand every loss?
Pride. No.
Will everyone I love remain with me?
Pride. No.
Then what can you promise me?
Pride. That pain does not have to become your identity. Pride. That rejection does not determine your worth. Pride. That failure can instruct you without defining you. Pride. That grief can coexist with gratitude. Pride. That courage can exist while fear remains. Pride. That small acts of faithfulness can rebuild a life. Pride. That love is still worth practicing even in a wounded world. Pride. And that you never need to hide your honest heart from me.
I came here expecting you to explain why my life had gone wrong.
Pride. And what do you understand now?
That not everything has gone wrong. Some things ended. Some prayers were not answered the way I wanted. Some opportunities passed. Some people hurt me, and I made mistakes. But I am still here. There are still choices in front of me. There are still people I can love. There is still work I can do. There are still apologies I can make. There is still a future I have not seen.
Pride. Then you are no longer standing only before closed doors.
No. I think I finally noticed the path beside them.
Pride. Will you walk it?
I am afraid.
Pride. That was not the question.
Yes. I will walk it.
Pride. Then begin.
Before I go, may I ask one final thing?
Pride. Yes.
When I forget everything you said, when fear returns, when I compare myself again, and when I begin believing that I am behind, what should I remember?
Pride. Remember this. Pride. Your life is not late. Pride. Your worth is not waiting at the end of an achievement. Pride. You do not need to repair everything in one day. Pride. You are allowed to grieve what ended without becoming loyal to the pain. Pride. You are allowed to rest without abandoning responsibility. Pride. You are allowed to begin imperfectly. Pride. You are allowed to become someone your past cannot recognize. Pride. Do the next honest thing. Pride. Then the next. Pride. And when the road becomes unclear, do not mistake limited visibility for the absence of a path.
Do the next honest thing.
Pride. Yes.
Call my brother. Create the budget. Submit the application.
Pride. And after that?
Take the next step.
Pride. And after that?
Another one.
Pride. Then go in peace.
Jesus.
Pride. Yes.
Thank you for not telling me that everything will be easy.
Pride. You did not need a promise of an easy life. Pride. You needed to remember that a difficult life can still be meaningful.
And that I am not finished.
Pride. You are not finished.
Then I am ready to go home.
Pride. You are ready to begin.